Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2020 NCAA March Madness Tournament. I'm here with Ty, the guy, Messner.
Yes, sir.
We're getting ready to watch some NCAA March Madness tournament. Just awesomeness going on here tonight. How do you feel? This first matchup, Baylor Bears taking on Robert Morris University, 1 seed versus 16 seed.
Yeah, of course, the 1 seed's always favored in these matchups. 16 seeds don't find a whole lot of light in the situation. Not ever favored to win. In reality, we've only had one 16 seed win in the entire history of March Madness. But I really like Robert Morris' shot in this one. I think I'm going to pull through with him. I got him marked down on my bracket. So.
Oh, yeah. I filled out my bracket. Mine's going to be 100%. Not losing one game.
Clean records on the slot.
This is tournament time, baby. This is not
absolutely.
This is not. We've already we've already had to go with these advanced. We spent like 3 hours doing these brackets because you have to go through and manually select every single one.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna talk too much. Number 50 for Baylor. He's quite the player.
So here's to set the tempo. Robert Morris looking to spread the attack. Manchester box out. Baylor's wanting to crash offensive boards, attack immediately, and force some turnovers. So a little bit different on each end. Baylor's definitely looking to push tempo. It's a Big 12 style. Robert Morris.
What I think will be best is if they score more points than the other team.
I would recommend that as well. But here we go. March Madness is officially tipping off. Ladies and gentlemen,
I am
here
so excited.
We go.
Oh, baby. Well, Baylor controls the ball. Coming right out. I tell you, the center, he's standing way outside there. I don't think that's where he wants to be.
That is one of the largest men I've ever seen in my
6'17", and he's trying to shoot threes. I don't really know what's going on.
So we got 15 seconds left on the shot clock. The point guard has it out, running the play.
Looks like Baylor really wants to limit possessions in this game. They're using every single second.
They got
jab step.
5 seconds.
That baby.
But he got the rebound.
Wow. So let's watch the instant replay on that. And his score.
All right. Robert Morris taking the ball out. Baylor takes off to an early 2-0 lead. Coming up, Robert
listen
Morris.
to the crowd. Oh, my gosh. They're shaking the place.
The place is just absolutely alive.
I think Baylor's crowd traveled well.
Oh, good turnaround. Faded by the point guard.
Big rebound there. Big rebound. So here we go. He said, so it's too hard to do commentary. It's just too good.
Yeah, your lack of words is rather pathetic. Oh, all right. Big boy Simmons has it in the post. Fadeaway jumper, and he knocks it down.
Number 50, he was the player of the focus player coming in, and boy, I tell you what.
And
over and back.
Absolutely terrible mistake made by Robert Morris.
They're showing why they're a 16 seed right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guarantee you.
Baylor's coming out, punch you in the mouth, and they're just kind of shaking in their boots right now.
Yeah, they're little baby booties.
So Baylor's coming down. Got it on the far wing. Shooting guards driving.
Oh, baby.
And a foul. That's a foul.
You know what? I tell you what. Every time you foul them like that, they're going to get 2 shots.
Yep, absolutely. No, a shooting foul almost
and
always
coach
results.
Is livid. He's like, that's not a freaking foul on the playground. I didn't see any blood. But you know what?
So point guard 45 here is 5'11", 180 pounds. He's a junior. he's at the free throw line. He's able to knock down his first one.
That was silky smooth like a newborn baby's bottom.
Can he go 2 for 2 here? Open up Baylor to 6-0 lead against Robert Morris. He's at the line. It's up, and he knocks it down.
I tell you what.
And Baylor's going to come out actually in a press here just to rub some salt in the wound for him. Robert Morris actually breaks the press with no problem. Looks very smooth there. And then
turnover.
Turns the ball over with a bad pass. Baylor's pushing the floor.
Number 50 said, give me the ball. And they said, no, not today, man. I'm going to run this.
A drive and kick. Number 5
very
with the
half-hearted pump fake there. He's
nice jab step, creating good space there. He's got a post looking to work inside, but he's denying him. Little semi-pro action going on there. The crossover by the power forward, I wouldn't recommend that. Good defense here by Robert Morris.
Oh, wow.
Corner three.
Oh, man.
That's good defense there by Robert Morris. They need to be able to get on the board here, though. They need a bucket.
Buckets are great, but you know what's better?
Another terrible pass by Robert Morris. Baylor with a driving layup, and he gets it to go.
I would call a timeout right now if I was Robert Morris's coach. I mean, they're just falling apart.
Yeah, with 3.5 minutes left in the first half, and you're already down by 8. I mean, there's just not a lot of room for error at this point. You gotta get out of this slump and knock down a bucket.
Well,
another turnover.
Absolutely. They've got about 20 more turnovers than points right now, and that's just not a good day.
Yeah. Robert Morris hasn't even actually got a shot off. Baylor with a nice jump shot at the top of the key and knocks it down. Baylor.
Figaro.
2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first half.
We got timeout.
Baylor leads 10-0. Robert Morris with a timeout, looking to find an answer to this dry spell that they're running.
Tell you what, you can't answer an unsolvable Rubik's Cube.
Well, and it is a tale of two stories here. Baylor on the defensive end is just absolutely owning it. I mean, turnover after turnover. Robert Morris hasn't even got a shot off other than a turnaround jumper by the point guard 10 seconds into the shot clock. They're going to have to find something that's interesting to see what the coach will draw up. Robert Morris has it here at the top of the key. He's got a high ball screen, doesn't use it, passes it off. Number 1 throws it to the corner. Back to the top, 21, reverses the ball, corner, looking to drive. Baylor shutting it off well. Robert Morris fires a deep 3 from the wing, can't get it to go. Baylor coming the other way. Baylor with some driving, a nice little floater. Oh, and he knocks it down in the eye of the defense. 12-0. Baylor's starting to run away with this one.
Baylor is just... Oh, wait.
We got a reach-in foul here,
man.
I believe, on Baylor. So that will cut Robert Morris a break here. At least having something go their way.
Yeah, they needed that. Robert Morris, I mean, they just look bad.
Yeah, a 16 seed mirror reflection here.
We got a guy trying to beat a trap just by dribbling in place with guys wide open everywhere. So,
21 here with the ball in the wing. 2 men on him, throws it back to the top of the key. Oh, they work the ball into the post with a nice turnaround jumper that gets absolutely demolished. But then the rebound by Robert Morris grabs it and throws it down. That gets him on the board, and it's with a slam dunk. So maybe that'll find some energy here.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. They look, they just look like hot garbage right
now. Robert Morris is playing like one of the worst teams I've ever seen in NCAA history.
I was going to throw out odds on that last possession before that bucket on if they would score or not in this game. They have got on the board here.
Yeah, Baylor,
number 50. He's limitless.
Just absolutely pure is how I would like to describe his shooting stroke.
Swoosh!
Knocks it down from the elbow.
Thank you so much for that replay, Pontiac. They're no longer in business, but they made really crappy cars when they did. So that one's out to you, Pontiac. Thank you for sponsoring this year's tournament.
A terrible possession here by Robert Morris as they attempt to find any type of running ground here. They work the ball into the post. A little pump fake turnaround, and then a turn
that guy gave about 18 inches. Oh, my
Good
gosh.
offensive
And he
rebound.
gets blocked.
Absolutely rejected.
Oh,
Another rebound. Wow, this man's fighting on the boards.
Dennis freaking Rodman.
Look at this man. And it pays off. He gets the bucket in the end. Baylor 14. Robert Morris 4. 30 seconds left here in our first half, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. Pivots McGee with the ball here. And, yep.
Nice little crossover. The power forward has it outside the arc. I don't know if this is the best idea, but they give it to Mammoth Johnson with a turnaround.
Everybody just go to the other end of the court and just go ahead and just give him the points.
Yep, we got 10 seconds here. Let's see what Robert Morris can do to end the half. Let's see if they can knock it down to single digits. They got the ball in the wing. He's looking to drive. He's shut off pretty solid. 3 seconds.
Here
we go. Coming down.
Scootsy
2
McGee with
seconds.
the ball here.
1 second. Gets the shot off. He sends the ball off the side of the backboard. Which summarizes Robert Morris's performance here thus far.
I'm pretty sure I could play for Robert Morris. I can throw the ball off the side of the backboard. I do it all the time. Number 50 right here, just looking impressive.
That was
we call him cream of wheat. Because that shot was beautiful. Here we got a little bit of some statistics that nobody cares about, and look at that field goal percentage.
The field goal percentage for Robert Morris is actually looking better than what I had in mind. Shooting 20% from the field is generous to them. But maybe they can turn around the half. A good comeback here for them. Maybe we can have a 16 seed miracle story working our way into this 2020 first annual.
Oh, wow, here we go.
Virtual March Madness. Baylor on the fast break to open it up.
Oh, my gosh. Rimmer-rucker.
Absolutely hammered. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a massacre.
Yep. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I tell you what, Robert Morris, I don't even think most of these guys know how to dribble basketball.
Yeah, me playing my first season of college basketball and seeing the talent that's out there and what people can do and how it lines up. My team, we weren't the best. We were a pretty solid team to end the season, but I'm 97% sure that we could take on Division I Robert Morris here.
Well, if they played like this, yeah.
Baylor goes in to knock down an unbelievably tough floater.
And that guy's unconscious out there.
Just everything's going in on one end and nothing is going in on the other. Robert Morris is hoping to buy a bucket down here on the offensive end. 21 dribbles the ball aimlessly at the elbow, passing it off to the point guard on the wing. He dribbles out of bounds, but they don't call it. Walking past it.
There's no ref on that side of the court. He just doesn't care.
Oh, wow.
Block.
Oh, absolutely destroyed. Baylor coming down with a 5-on-4 break, and now it's 5-on-5. Kicks it to the wing, looking to find the post inside, and he does. Turnaround jumper. It's actually blocked. Robert Morris.
He said slap of the ball.
Robert Morris has 4.5 minutes to make up a 14-point lead, and considering they've only scored twice in the entire game at this point, I'm not seeing a comeback.
No.
I had my bracket filled out. I had Robert Morris winning this matchup, and this just isn't how they played all year long. They played bad but not terrible, and this is terrible.
Yeah, well, you see, I decided to go with a different strategy this year. I'm just going to fill in the bracket after the games are played, so I will not miss any.
That's a good strategy. Offensive rebound, Robert Morris, and I'll tell you what, their center number 1 down there is the reason that they have points. With about 19 offensive boards and 4 points, he is their leading scorer.
Yeah, abysmal shooting percentage, though. I think he's also 2 for about 37, or I don't know.
Yeah, it rounds
really
off
care.
at that point. Kicks it back, kicks it to the wing. At this point, I think that once Robert Morris crosses half court, I recommend a shot. I just throw it up through the bleachers and just give it a prayer, because what they did is they just turned it over again for about the 37th time while Baylor's going to get an open jump shot at the top of the key.
Oh, and he's silky smooth. I tell you what, he looks like my next door neighbor back in the 3rd grade. We called him Silky Smooth Johnson.
Silky Smooth Johnson.
Yes, sir.
That's a name. I want to meet that man.
Well, he's dead now. He actually got into a horrific fishing accident. Got stabbed with a lure, drug into the water, and died.
Moving forward, Baylor scores again to advance their lead from 22 to 6, giving them a 16-point lead with 2.5 minutes left in this ball game. Robert Morris finds a way to get fouled.
Once again, that guy can't hit the broadside. Actually, he can hit the broadside of the backboard.
He was fouled. He was fouled. But this is the first free throws of the game, so let's see what number 25 can do. It's up.
Or no can do.
That's
what we say.
That was a Shaquille O'Neal free throw, if I have ever seen one. Let's see if he can do it twice. Absolutely can. Same spot, same result. Robert Morris, you should have forfeited the game. I'm sorry that you came this far.
Sometimes it's better just to not play. Warm up the bus chants going.
Here we go. The crowd is alive. March Madness is real in this virtual simulation, and
Peter McGuffey, he just took that ball to the basket, and then I tell you what, no regard for Robert Morris's life. He's like, I'm getting buckets, bro.
Absolutely.
Here comes Steuben McGuffrey. Yeah, he's Peter's brother, but they play for different teams. It's a great story. Yeah. Driving, just
Robert Morris can't seem to find an answer here.
Yeah. He's I don't want it.
Terrible shot. I don't want it. Throws it up.
No,
Cream of the wheat gets the rebound, and Baylor's off to the races here. If Baylor scores here on this possession, they'll advance their lead to a 20-point lead and seal their spot to the round of 32. A good spin move by the point guard, kicks it out for a long three-pointer, and it just falls short. Rebound Robert Morris, and they're taking it up the court here. Minute and a half left. Robert Morris trails 6-24 as they turn the ball over once more. Baylor is headed down. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is over. I'm sorry for those of you that are tuned in. For whoever watched this, we thought Robert Morris was a better team than what they were.
No, not me. I absolutely thought they were garbage from the get-go. Most of them can't even read at a second grade level. So
horrific fadeaway three-pointer attempt by Baylor goes over the top of the backboard. The scrubs will come in, and that's all she wrote. 1 minute left. Robert Morris might as well close their eyes and heave it with their left hand.
Boy, I tell you what, the crowd is still are here. Oh, and tacking on a couple for show, trying to get that lead down to.
And a hard foul down on the post for Robert Morris. That's going to send Baylor to the line.
Old Rupert Stinty over there. He slept the ever-living crap out of number 24 here.
Yep.
6'4".
So shooting guard number 24, Buckwheat Johnson, is going to shoot these free throws. The first one is up, and he knocks it down. Just what a beautiful shot.
Tell you what, Baylor, they actually know how to shoot a basketball, which always helps when you're playing basketball.
Yeah, elbow in, break the wrist over, put the hand in the cookie jar type deal, and he makes the second one.
You know what?
No rim.
As I said in the intro,
Baylor continues to press with a 18-point lead.
They've got no mercy. There you go. No mercy here. As I continue to say, every game in the tournament, I really feel like the team that scores more points has the best chance to win every game. So,
yeah, absolutely. I would say about 67% of the time, the team with more points usually ends up winning the game. Baylor with an 18-point lead here, 20 seconds left in the game. Robert Morris will hopefully dribble the clock out, not for our sake, but for theirs.
Don't prolong.
And they somehow find a way to
just get worse.
Actually decline in their talent level.
That pass had a 0% chance of actually arriving into target. So I don't know. If that guy's a point guard, maybe he should go back to high school if they'll allow that. I really don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But
11 seconds left. Robert Morris hits a nice turnaround fadeaway jump shot. But with 5 seconds and counting down, Baylor will dribble the clock out and take home this first round victory, 28-12 for your winners by 16, Baylor Bears. We won't mention the other team.
Bears.
Yes, the Bears is correct. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. This is your Pontiac game-changing performance.
Hey, we don't make cars anymore, but we sure like to sponsor stuff. Boy, that was. If I've ever seen anything that beautiful, well, no, that was probably it. That's probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Congratulations, you suck. You suck. You give up.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Kiss
Happy Hanukkah. Kiss his.
I tell you what, Robert Morris, they looked abysmal in that game. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that they should never play basketball again.
No, I don't believe so. But moving forward as we advance to the next round of the March Madness, I'm gonna.
So let's check out the bracket so far. There's been a couple games that were completed, during that game, or before that game, or however this works. I don't really know.
During the game, this is March Madness. We can't commentate every game simultaneously, and that's out of our control. So we'll keep you updated as long as you are here and listening, and.
Yeah.
That is...
Baylor going forward. I don't really know if they were that good or if...
sorry, I forgot that
Robert Morris was that bad. So far we've got, we've got some games coming up here. I don't know which one is actually the next game to be played.
I think we're going to go with this one. That's the one that the computer had it set to. So the next game we will be viewing, ladies and gentlemen, will be Virginia taking on your one and only Richmond Spiders.
Oh, the Spiders. If this is a...
and was
Yale beats BYU like a
drum.
Like a drum.
That is right.
So some pretty evenly matched teams here.
And here we go. Let me just...
So the Spiders versus the...
Cavaliers. That's a bucket.
Yeah, well. Who do you like in this game there?
I always side with the underdog on this one. Robert Morris really disappointed me, but that was expected as their regular season performance was below par. But I really like Richmond. I like Richmond here. Virginia, tough conference, good team, but Richmond's got the heart. They got the grit, they got the firepower, I think, at times, and I'm excited to see what they can do.
Yeah, I don't really care, honestly. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Yeah, absolutely. As both of us are.
So, packed house. There's a lot of red in the crowd.
I think it's supposed to be orange.
Is that orange? I'm colorblind.
No. It's definitely red, but I mean Virginia is orange. Who's red?
Richmond Spiders have red. They're red and blue.
No, they're not. They're blue and white.
You're actually a moron.
We are here.
Get that music.
Round one, ladies and gentlemen. Belmont, the 14 seed, did upset your Maryland Terrapins, the 3 seed, to advance to the round of 32.
Well, Skills, it's always bad to be a turtle.
And sadly, our state reptile is a box turtle, and I think that's one of the more pathetic things known about Kansas. If any of you out there are from Kansas, or
my favorite reptile is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So much better than a turtle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would definitely be better than.
So, crash the boards, block shots, take good shots, stuff like that. Tip top, tippity top. Here we go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't stop.
We have your Virginia Cavaliers taking on the Richmond Spiders. It is March Madness time.
Oh, it's time. We got some games going on right now in the background. Winners,
so
losers.
As you can tell, it's Virginia that won the tip, I believe, and currently have the ball.
Ooh, what a screen. He barely moved on that one. So
that was a good screen. A nice shove out of bounds, but they get the block and the ref doesn't call it. That was a good no call.
I
there.
love it when the ref just doesn't watch what's going on.
Richmond advances the ball. I will say, as far as Richmond standards, they are already ahead of Robert Morris in the fact that they did stop Virginia from scoring.
Yeah, they actually came to play tonight, whereas some of the other competition they were sleeping.
We got the shot clock winding down here on Richmond as the point guard drives in, kicks it to the corner. Less than 5 seconds, throws it into the power forward who gets it sent back.
No, spank you.
And that's a tough possession, but I believe he may have been bailed out by a foul, and sure enough, he was. Richmond will go to the line with a chance to take the lead and score the first points of the game.
It's a basketball game actually that we're This is basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knocks down the first one, goes 1 for 1. Second shot, dribble, spin. Shot is up, and he can't get it to fall.
Boy,
so,
I tell you what, he's throwing bricks at that backboard there, Skills.
Richmond finds a way to go up 1-0 in a basketball game, which is not too common. But with 4:45 remaining in this game, Richmond does have the lead.
Yeah. Once again, we got old T-Skills sitting over here doing
what a shot by Virginia in the eye of the defense.
I am thrilled. T-Skills to my immediate left. Erin Andrews is somewhere down on the court. We've been trying to wave at her for a while, but she's not paying any attention. So,
yeah, no, she's busy on the sideline reporter. But Richmond's looking to find a bucket here after giving up that tough three-pointer on the other end. Double team, a turnaround fader. That's a tough shot for Richmond. He can't get it to fall. Virginia's looking to advance the ball quickly.
So the Virginia is the 6th seed. Richmond is the 11th seed. They actually won a playoff rock, paper, scissors match versus Xavier. It's funny that that's how we're doing the playing games this year, but with coronavirus, you can never be too safe.
Absolutely. Richmond actually gets forces a turnover here from Virginia, and they get another chance to tie or possibly take the lead here on this possession.
I say they shoot a 5-pointer.
Yeah, I would recommend that as well.
We've added those in.
And a driving dunk for Richmond. That's an energizer boost right there.
Boom shakalaka. That's what I say sometimes when dunks happen.
Yeah, I say that usually too when I was 6.
Well, that wasn't that long ago. Because you're in college and stuff. Okay, so we got dribbles over there. He's in the corner.
A bunch of pointless dribbling in the corner by Virginia.
Now
gets
we
double team, decides to throw it out. A terrible elbow shot. And
I'm pretty sure that guy he double-handed granny shotted that one from the chest. It looked ugly.
Yeah. No, Virginia for a 6 seed is looking really tough. And Richmond answers once more with a driving layup from our same player with the dunk on the previous possession.
I believe that's Ricardo.
Yes, Ricardo Fernando has scored back-to-back buckets now for the Richmond Spiders as Virginia hopes to answer here. Dribbling into a double team, the shooting guard hopes to get out as he doesn't. Passes it off to the center, who then throws it to the small forward.
A lot of passing. Erin Andrews is she's saying some stuff. But
shot clock winding down here on Virginia. A nice reverse layup, and he gets it to fall.
And that was athletic.
That was very Julius Erving-esque there, I would say.
Yeah. Antoine L-esque.
We would like to also thank our sponsor, Pontiac, for that game-changing performance replay.
I'm pretty sure you can find spare parts in any junkyard near you. Pontiac. Sometimes driving, most of the time not. Oh, and we've got a terrible pass to a turnover.
Virginia pushing the tempo here, finds the baseline, rises up, and slams it home. Virginia, after falling down 5-3, comes back with a 4-0 run here to get the lead 7-5. Cross-court pass by Richmond.
Oh, and just the passing is abysmal.
Let's
just call it what it is.
The 11th seed is actually starting to let their true colors shine here as they work the ball inside and finds the foul. They will work their way to the charity stripe.
So, two teams from Virginia. They're slugging it out, but Virginia just seems to be they're just too good. Just gonna call it right now. They're too good.
I would use the term superior.
Use those college words. That's why you're going, right?
Yeah. No, I just thought that it sounded good. 2 for 2 from the line.
For having his eyes closed, he sure nailed those 2 shots.
Yep, no, that was beautiful work and great taunting by Virginia number 4, whose name shall remain nameless for confidentiality purposes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my name to be said either on.
No, that's the reason that we don't
television.
have this video game anymore. So.
What are you talking about? This is the 2020 tournament.
I'm sorry.
You forget things. It's okay. Wow, and he just absolutely passed the ball to nobody, and then,
but then
both teams looked like they didn't even want it. They were just like, I don't.
Yeah, and the driving dunk. Virginia, after coming out a little rough, has actually came out to answer with a 8-0 run on Richmond to close out the half right now. We have 40 seconds remaining. Virginia leads 11-5 with the ball, 25 seconds left on the shot clock.
Well, I didn't know if you noticed, but I left there for a little bit. I went down to the sideline, and I actually saw Virginia's coach injecting his players with steroids on the bench. And there it is.
See,
it is working.
It's these types of things in the 2020 March Madness that, because of the coronavirus and such stimulations around us, have actually been condoned and allowed.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep that immune system strong.
Absolutely.
And, wow. And she was up there.
Yep. And, but yeah, the steroid use, blood doping, any type of performance-enhancing mechanism is allowed in this 2020 tournament because of surrounding circumstances.
That's right. I mean,
safety for the players is first and foremost.
Actually, all the fans in the stands have their heads duct taped into a plastic bag, so you got to keep the spread down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have had 16 casualties since this game started.
Quite a few suffocations, but nobody has got the coronavirus in this entire
We have 10
stadium,
seconds remaining this half. Richmond has the ball, looking to find an answer on this 8-0 run.
But and what an idiot. He just... I tell you what.
Turnover. 3, 2, 1, half-court heave. And it almost gets it to fall.
Oh, boy.
Virginia.
And you know what? Richmond runs off the court. You think they'd be upset. They were actually handing each other ham and cheese sandwiches. They're going to have a ham and cheese sandwich party at halftime.
We aren't completely positive that Richmond will return to the court for the second half.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can't anymore.
Richmond's goal was to limit their turnovers, and that was absolutely abysmal. Richmond trails at an enormous deficit of 8.
I mean, that's insurmountable in this game.
And a 6-minute half, in which is being played in this year's 2020 national tournament.
Hold on, let's go to Aaron Andrews.
Yeah, guys. They limited down the half things because of they don't want people to die.
Thank you, Aaron Andrews, for reporting from the sideline for us. As you can see, safety is the priority here in this arena. Richmond comes out of half and actually knocks down a big three-pointer to knock down the deficit from 8-5. And then Virginia comes out and misses a shot. Richmond has a chance to throw themselves back into this game.
Yep.
Here we go. The center is dribbling outside, and here we go. It's showtime. It's showtime.
Here comes the boom, baby! Oh, take the rim home with you, little guy. He's the elevator man, baby.
Oh, Dick Vitale's here too. We needed to mention that.
This is his brother, Vic Dytel.
Oh, Vic Dytel. It's from a different mom and dad.
Another turnover by Richmond to destroy and obliterate any chance they had of winning this ball game. As Virginia,
he just seems like he wants to pass the ball to the other team. That's all I'm seeing from that guy.
Well, and actually, he has a scholarship offer pending from Virginia in the upcoming year.
Yeah, there's like free agency in college basketball next year. It's gonna be wild.
I actually interviewed him before this game, asking him what the controversy would be with the scholarship offer from now a rival team in March Madness, and he said, "Well, at this point,
we've got the audio clip. Do you want to hear it?
Play your card.
Yeah, man. No, I don't really care about that team. I'm gonna go to Virginia.
And another dunk.
And that is brought to you, ladies and gentlemen, by your Pontiac game-changing performance.
Oh wow! And have you ever driven in a Pontiac before? Of course you haven't. Skills.
No, I couldn't get to turn on.
Yeah, of course you haven't, skills, because you weren't really alive before 2000 because of you weren't born yet. Let me tell you, I used to own a Pontiac. It was a piece of crap. Richmond did something there.
Richmond scoring on a nice baseline drive layup. They'll be trailing now 10-17. Virginia with the ball. We have 3.5 minutes remaining. 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock as Virginia turns it over. Richmond pushing it down the court.
Oh, no.
They had numbers. He ignorantly chose to stop and set up the offense. A terrible shot from the elbow. Somehow finds its way in.
He said, drain it. That's what he said. I
heard it. We actually have mics hooked up to the players this game to hear some of the live constructive criticism as players as we support sportsmanship and mental health. So we're going to send it down to our live audio feed now on the players of Richmond and Virginia on the court. Let's send it down to them.
Hey, give me the ball, you idiot! Hey, give me the friggin' ball! No, I'm on the bench. Never mind. Okay.
Yep, there it was. That was the live court mic. I guess we actually had a player mic'd up that's on the bench. So that's not.
That's all right. That's all right.
It happens.
The crowd is sure alive, though, here and present in this arena.
Yep. The ones that haven't suffocated yet.
The bags have came off. We actually had the CDC arrive and tell us that paper bags taped around the heads of fans was not an effective way of...
Yeah, they actually said it was more dangerous than just the coronavirus.
Yeah, which I don't understand because they say that it can be airborne, from the coughing and sneezing of the infected. So if you duct tape...
wait, we got Aaron Andrews.
Hey, guys, it seems like we're playing a basketball game here today, and both teams have decided to play. That's all I've got.
And thank you, Aaron Andrews, for that completely futile and useless sideline report. We're going to move on now to Coach Mooney, who is telling his players to quit sucking and that he's revoking their scholarships.
As we speak, actually, they have to pay for the rest of the tuition for the rest of this year, which is it's just going to be rough because, there's actually no more school. So
it's funny that you mentioned that about them having to pay the rest of their tuition as the bus of Richmond actually left at halftime.
Yeah, the bus driver said he gots to get home.
He said, only way to make it, and actually drove away. I'm not sure what that translates to or what he was meaning to say.
Wait. Hold on. Did you hear that? It wasn't the bus driver because he's gone.
Yeah. He's gone since halftime. Yeah. And just to give you an update, we have less than a minute now left in this ball game. Richmond trails Virginia 12-19 as they knock down a shot at the buzzer.
At the shot clock buzzer.
Trailing by 5 with 50 seconds. The deficit seems insurmountable, although they do get a turnover.
We've got a timeout sponsored by State Farm. Go to us for all of your insurance needs unless you're already dead from the coronavirus. In that case, just remain dead.
And that is our sponsor, the State Farm. Thank you for that. Richmond actually got a turnover there in case the ones viewing couldn't tell or didn't pick up. Richmond got a turnover, immediately called a timeout. So it'll be Richmond ball out of this break. And they will have a chance now to change a 5-point deficit to possibly a 3 or 2-point deficit with 45 seconds remaining in the game.
The crowd thinks this game's over, but, it could be. I don't really know. I haven't been paying attention the entire time. So.
I believe that Richmond has a chance, but it's going to take a miracle. It's going to take a miracle on ice.
Well, we're playing on wood, I think.
Miracle on ice. He fires up a three-pointer. Bang! He knocks it down. Unbelievable.
Fluff my pillow.
20 seconds remaining. Richmond fouls intentionally to stop the clock. Down by 2. It just got interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
The only thing I've seen crazier than this was that time I saw the dingo actually eat the baby.
That is incredibly disturbing. And moving forward, Richmond is actually going to continue to intentionally foul in order to stop the clock and get Virginia to the line here.
Wow. And he said, actually, let's go down to the court microphones again. Let's see what the guys are saying.
Hey, over here.
I'm going to foul you, son. I'm going to foul you, son.
Get off me, bro.
I don't get off nothing.
And back to you in the studio, Thrill.
Well, hey, and here we go. Oh, boy, this is...
All right.
This is exciting.
So
guys.
that foul right there will send Virginia to the free throw line. It really comes down to, and I lied. We have one.
No, you have absolutely no idea what's going on in this game. We're still like 17 fouls from actually hitting the free throw line here, because we actually had a foul-less ball game up until this point. So,
I was not even close.
no, you weren't even close.
There's 17 seconds remaining with a 2-point game.
And we just had our first player foul out.
Okay, please stop talking. I wonder, what is your view? What do you think the odds are? Providence, Richmond.
States are hard.
Can pull this out.
Well, I guarantee you one thing: a team from Virginia will win this game.
I don't doubt it. Although I heard Richmond is actually in West Virginia, so you're incorrect.
What? No.
That's just a little birdie told me. Anyways, moving forward.
No, we're
Virginia.
This is North Virginia.
Virginia knocked down both their free throws to increase the lead to 4 with only 13 seconds remaining in the game.
You know, that's more points than they need to win. But if they can score more points than they don't need, then they'll have enough points to win.
Okay, we are all now dumber for listening to what you just said. Please ignore my associate here. A 4-point deficit with 13 seconds is going to require an amazing feat.
Well, okay. I think we're going to need to go for a 3 here because they can't continue to trade 2 for 2. You know what I'm saying? You can't trade 2 for 2.
No, absolutely. And it's going to take a Reggie Miller, Tracy McGrady, Michael Jordan.
Or a Bob Seletra.
And his brother Frank.
Tell you what, he played one of the best corporate team versus corporate team games. 1987, he hit back-to-back 3-pointers. They still lost by 40, but
a phenomenal flute player. Phenomenal flute player.
Jazz flute. Tell you what.
So here we go.
He's great.
13 seconds remaining. Richmond with the ball,
and
down by 4. A driving layup. Finds some contact, but he knocks it down, but there's no foul called. Richmond's going to have to foul here, and they do. It comes to free throws.
He found the bottom of that cotton.
He found, I don't know if it's cotton or nylon, but...
I heard we went all to cotton nets this year.
All to cotton.
Yeah.
All to cotton.
It's cleaner.
So, all right. Well, first free throw is up, and he knocks it down. That makes it a 3-point lead. If he makes this, it could make it a 2-possession game and theoretically end Richmond's season. And let's see it. It's up, and it's in.
Well,
9 seconds remaining. Richmond calls a timeout. Useless at this point. The coach is probably just congratulating them on what an effort and telling them that they will not be returning next year because they are cutting the program.
Yeah, they're getting rid of basketball. They're going straight to they're going to all female sports because
land darts.
Yeah, land darts.
Yep, lawn darts is how it's pronounced in some cultures.
You're going to school in North Dakota. It's changing your vernacular a little bit.
Yeah. So, but land darts is actually the correct pronunciation of the sport that they will be engaging in next year.
Yeah, that and water polo.
Water polo is fun. Ever played regular polo?
I like playing water polo because I like to drown people. But if you do it in the guise of sport, it's...
For those of you tuning in, my associate is not a felon, as far as I'm aware.
Well, I haven't been convicted yet.
And we hope to continue this legally and mannerly without anyone drowning. So coming out of the timeout, let's just end it there. Coming out of the timeout, Richmond has 9 seconds to make a miracle, and let's see what they can come up with. 8, 7. I'm not going to count down.
He's just going to dribble the ball out and then
turns
give
it
to
over,
the other team.
and they foul.
Wow.
And I don't understand why. I've seen a lot of dumb moves in my day, but that is by far
probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen happen on a basketball court.
It's next to the dumbest.
And I actually saw 2 toddlers try to be dunked as basketballs one time. So,
do you ever think before you speak?
I try not to.
It's a good idea. I like it.
So
I love it.
we've called another timeout here just because I guess people like to watch the cheerleaders more than the basketball.
Richmond is in denial. This is their grievance process of their end of the season.
Not just a lake. That's not just a lake in Utah.
No, absolutely not. No. No, not sure what that means.
Don't read into it too much. You'll hurt your head. So we're going to get back to the court here, I think, eventually. Did we just take another timeout?
We got a timeout. We did take another timeout to end the game, but we're going to send it down to wrap things up here. We're going to send it down to Erin Andrews on the sideline, and she's going to let us know what Virginia thinks of their first-round victory. Erin?
Stephen Larry, I'm down here on the sidelines, and I tell you what, most of these players are really tall. They're taller than my dad. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Erin. And that's her with always great and wonderful sideline reports. And here we go. Richmond coming out of the timeout. Virginia celebrating. Didn't even come back onto the court.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, and
heaves it.
Oh, boy.
And he just can't find it.
He drew iron, but not enough of the good stuff.
Yeah, no, he didn't draw iron at all, actually, because this is a no-weapon facility. And he shot the ball and did hit the rim.
Richmond, the guy just punts the ball into the rafters.
If you'll
brought to you
us,
by the Pontiac G6. Because you can't afford a G6 plane, buy a Pontiac G6. Preferably one used, preferably one that might still run.
So is that what the song refers to when they say fly like a G6?
No, I'm pretty sure that's referring to the plane. I'm pretty sure Pontiac was like trying to get in on that, but they made a really crappy car instead.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Both teams.
So here we go. The Virginia Cavaliers beat the Richmond Spiders 23-19. We have another, 6 seed. So not too many big upsets today here so far. I'm looking forward to some of the big upsets. What do you see? We've got Providence beating St. Mary's. We've got West Virginia beating Marquette. We've got Michigan State beating some team.
Wright
State, probably. Yeah. So, I wish there was a way to not simulate so many games. But hey, what the heck? We're gonna go ahead.
Moving right along. This will make the tournament go by for those of you tuning in at home. We will have the conclusions, and those of you that filled out the brackets, for all you thousands of viewers out there, the ones that filled in your brackets, we will keep you updated as best possible. But let us know that we are only commentators. So moving along.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me play this year because I tried to stab a guy in water polo.
So this is neither water polo nor prison. So
yeah, that's why I'm not very good at commentating this stuff. But we have the UC Irvine Anteaters from the Big West. I can't read sign language. Taking on the San Diego State Aztecs.
And a wise man by the name of Ron Burgundy once told me that San Diego in German actually means...
What does it mean?
Actually means an explanation that I cannot publicize on the air. But
okay. Yeah.
It is very interesting.
We've got a 2 seed versus a 15 seed matchup here. What do you see being the key in this game?
I see the key aspect in this game being that UC Irvine has to find a way to get ahead and get ahead quick. As we've seen in the past now, these underdogs are they're falling behind. They're turning the ball over. They're not playing defense. They're giving up easy shots. UC Irvine's going to have to find a way to come out and punch them in the mouth, is what we like to call it in the old South, where I was raised in Albuquerque.
Yeah, so none of that I don't believe is true. But here we go. Round 1, NCAA tournament action. Boy, I'm excited. I'm gonna actually just really get into this one. So all the top seeds have won so far in this bracket. San Diego State, I don't believe will be any exception here. I believe it's going to be a shellacking, probably a 40, 50-point win.
Yeah, I think definitely they're going to win by at least 6, possibly 8.
Well, those are two different things that we just said, but okay.
I agree. San Diego State's definitely the more powerful and explosive team. But you know what? I will never discredit a mascot that actually comes out as an anteater. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my prediction in, and I'm going to go with UC Irvine as they lose the tip.
San Diego State wins the tip. 23 dribbles the ball down the court like a man on a mission.
A beautiful steal and fast break by UC Irvine, and a slam.
Oh! White man
dunk.
Can jump.
Yes, sirree. Where is Pat Connaughton when you need him?
Maybe in the bathroom. I don't
Pat, if you are there listening, we miss you and we love you. Please talk to
he
me.
said, can you do the
Wow.
boogaloo?
That's a tough shot there by San Diego State with the pump fake and finish.
Yeah,
there at the block.
He drained that right in the eye. Oh, looked like a backcourt violation to me, but the ref fell asleep at the wheel.
Well, and that's why you're not wearing the stripes.
Well, I can go get him if you want to play that game.
We're not playing a game, we're commentating.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. Oh, UC Irvine they're making mincemeat of the San Diego State defense.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just slicing and dicing and cutting away at that defense, finishing at the rim once more. UCI comes out with a 4-2 lead. San Diego State's actually hoping to answer here. Driving in, number 31 is trying to find his way to the bucket, is getting denied. Center number 43 drives and kicks back out. UCI is they're playing phenomenal defense up to this point right now. That's a tough shot. San Diego State has now knocked down 2 jumpers that are extremely tough. I mean, you can't deny that it was good defense, but, great offense beats good defense.
Except when it doesn't.
There are times that it doesn't. And when it doesn't usually does it.
Well said.
Thank you.
All right, we got the some mongrel out with the ball, throwing up gang symbols.
Fadeaway three-pointer
I tell you what,
actually falls for UCI.
That is the shot that you want to take and make.
This instant replay is brought to you by Pontiac, Game Changer Performance nominee.
For some reason, I think they only gave him a 2-pointer on that, which looked like he was.
Considering he landed in the stands,
I'm pretty sure he took that from out. Outside,
I'm rather convinced that it was a three-pointer, but that's not our job, neither here nor there, and San Diego State's going to hope to answer. They've hit 2 tough shots so far. I can't expect to see these shots to keep falling with a turnaround fadeaway. And
oh, boy.
it doesn't find the bottom of the net as I expected.
UCI is just there in control right now. They're like, hey, listen, put me in the driver's seat of that G6, baby.
Yeah, and the G6 actually just hit a culvert and rolled into a pasture lit on fire, and San Diego State now has the ball after
that was a really vivid description of a turnover.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that there was a
Hey, number 7, go kill yourself!
That's... Yeah.
And there's our live feed brought to you by
oh,
Pontiac.
boy, and that shot hit square on the backside of the backboard. He forgot which side of the court he was on.
Oh, call this man William Levine.
Oh,
what a tough shot.
I tell you what, that is... Thanks.
UCI plays incredible defense, forcing a terrible shot by San Diego State, but then throws almost an entire possession away for a Pointless pass. They work it into the post. The post is trying to find his sweet spot. Can't do it. Turns, kicks. They dribble it back up to the top of the key. UCI, they're looking to score here and expand on this lead that they already contain. Throwing it into the post. The power forward, the turnaround jumper. Absolutely not.
Tell you
With
what.
an offensive rebound by the center, and he gets it to go. UCI came to play. UCI is here.
Call that guy an ATM because he is money. Boy, the crowd, they're bumping and a thumping.
Let's go State. Let's go State. And it's funny they're still cheering because usually, March Madness is it's always the underdog, And UCI was a 15 seed here coming in playing against a 2 seed, up by 4 with a minute and a half remaining in this half.
Those are all facts.
Good defense here as the shot clock winds down. They force a tough shot.
Oh, splish splash. He was taking a shot bath.
You see, and this is what I mean. San Diego State is never out of a ball game because of the shooting power they possess. Even in tough times of the shot clock winding down, defense in your face, he's able to rise up and knock down the shot. UCI is going to have to keep the pedal to the metal here if they want to expect an upset victory in March Madness 2020.
Yeah, yes.
This is an interesting defense tactic as they have 4 of the 5 players standing above the top of the key.
Yeah, and old Lenny Gumberty, he's just dribbling the ball around out here.
Pulls
and
it
then
from
takes
the
a
Holy
shot.
Land. And
my good dear Lord.
I think that might have been. UCI is shooting an incredible 80% from the field.
Yeah, well, I think they've taken 5 shots and they've they made
No
most
bear.
of them. Ty just pooped himself.
Oh, this is good. 8-6. UCI holds a 2-point lead. 20 seconds remaining in the half. A turnaround jumper by San Diego State, and it falls. It falls. These are tough shots.
Oh, my gosh.
Tough shots.
Gertrude Fluffoff just hit that shot. And I tell you what, he didn't think about it twice. He just ran down the other end and said, "Thank you for my tea and crumpets."
Absolutely. UCI here, I expect to dribble the clock out and get a final shot. Finds a baseline floater and knocks it down. 3 seconds remaining.
Oh,
San Diego
baby.
State will heave one from the half-court line.
Oh,
And borderline goaltending by
UC
UCI.
Irvine, he about tips it in for him. I don't know what old Fluf Golfroff was thinking about that one, but he is from Lithuania, and he's really stupid.
And incredible. No offense to you, those tuning in from Lithuania.
Well, their education system is very poor. That's why they're sending their college students to America for the most part.
An incredibly high-scoring affair up to this point.
Well, UC Irvine is shooting 83% from the field, and San Diego State is shooting 80%. Nobody can, even wants to think about a three-pointer. It's just they're like, 2s are all we do. I mean, I think that's their school mascot.
Even the one 3-pointer we thought occurred was actually a 2-pointer.
Yeah, sometimes whenever I shoot threes, they're actually only worth 2. Oh, Aaron Andrews is reporting live from the sideline here.
Hey guys, both teams are trying to win this game, but only one will. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Sideline report as we get back to the action here. UC Irvine has the ball up by 2, 10-8 with the shot clock winding down. Can't find the 12-foot
baseline. I tell you what, just go back to Lithuania.
Baseline jumper cannot fall. San Diego State has a chance here to tie or take the lead.
Yeah. Well,
as the crowd erupts in a "Let's Go State" chant, San Diego State, with 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock, hopes to get a better look than what they're doing right now.
Yeah, well, they're doing a terrible job.
If he shoots this, I will quit commentating.
You fall away.
Offensive
rebound. Aaron Andrews here.
He sure made that shot, and he did it good. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Aaron. It was a good and tough shot to tie San Diego State at 10 with the 15 seed UC Irvine. But with 4.5 minutes remaining in this game, Will, where do you see this ending up at?
I see UCI having an abundance of confidence right now because, well, it's a tie ball game and they've got the basketball. that's all San Diego State needed to do for them to stay in this game. And oh my God,
beautiful lay-in.
Take me to the circus because that guy was everywhere.
Yeah, take me to the ball game because I am an Anteater fan. Let's go. Upset City. We're living in it right now. Population UCI.
Yeah, UCI, and I don't even know what that stands for, but I like it.
Yeah, I believe it is the University of Central Intelligence.
Well, that makes sense.
San Diego State can't find the bottom of the net with that tough hook shot from the block. UCI got the rebound and bringing it down, and they have a chance to expand the lead to something that would be rather threatening to San Diego State at this point as a 2 seed. Would you agree with that, Will?
It's always better to have more points than your opponent.
Yep, and with the offensive rebound, UCI actually extends their lead to 4 with 3.5 minutes left in this ball game. San Diego State, they need a bucket here. It's halfway through the second half. They've got one bucket thus far, and that's just not going to do it.
I tell you what, they're drier than the Mojave Desert right now, and that's just not even good.
No, it's never good to be dry. A glass of water is always recommended. The point guard backs down. The point guard turns, hooks him hard, doesn't get it called.
Yeah, he must be a fisherman because he was throwing out them hooks.
Yeah, absolutely. And the ref took the bait, didn't call it. Actually, I think he might be wanting them to win.
Yeah, well, he put about $10,000 on the UC Irvine Anteaters.
Yeah, as did I. As a commentator. Supposed to remain neutral, but I am a diehard Anteater fan. The turnaround jumper, the tough shot.
Fluff off Garoff. He came back to life there. He's actually remembered how to play basketball. Oh, we're going to Aaron Andrews again.
Hey, guys. I like the team in the blue. They're cute. Back to you.
Thank you, Aaron, for that amazing sideline report. It's always nice to hear different opinions as who's rooting for who. We're getting a lot of Let's Go State chants, but it's nice to know that we have a fan down the sideline rooting for the pretty blue.
Yeah, I saw Aaron Andrews. She was really checking out Floofy Garfoff.
Checking off.
So yeah, she checked him off too. Oh, and that rattles around, touches every part of the rim, some of the backboard. I think it even popped up. Floated around in the air for a while.
Talk about shooter's touch. San Diego State trails by 2. There's a minute and a half remaining in this game. UCI has a chance to potentially be the biggest upset in this tournament so far.
You know, if it were me, I'd get the ball to Floofy. Floofy, he's got the touch right now for UC Irvine.
Yep, Floofy, looking for the ball at the top of the key.
Yeah, he's like, hey, give me ball, I jack 3.
Tough shot from the baseline. Fade away.
Floofy
with the rebound and finds the foul. Floofy is going to the line.
Floofy Gurvov, he's probably the best player I've seen come out of Lithuania since. You know any other players from Lithuania?
Yes. Steichen Zhirnov.
Yeah, he made alcohol.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was looking at the bottle here in front of me.
Oh, yeah. Well. Oh, Floofy. Tell you what, you are one crappy free throw shooter.
And Shaquille O'Neal's both free throws. San Diego State has a chance to redeem their season here and stay alive. A 3-pointer gets them the lead. A 2-pointer ties it up.
And if they miss, they're still losing. Oh, my gosh.
They turn the ball over. The Anteaters are running a fast break one-on-one, throws it up, and gets it.
Ring-a-ling. That ball goes into the bucket.
Under a minute left, the 15-seed Anteaters have a 4-point lead over your San Diego State Aztecs. Let's see what turns out.
Shake and bake. Shake and bake.
A beautiful floater in the paint there by San Diego State to bring it within 2 with 30 seconds left. Oh, do you think it's time to foul? Is it time to foul?
No. We've got we need some good defense. We need to
an open court 3.
Let that happen. Oh!
That could have sealed it. That possibly sealed.
Somebody take Anteaters' fate. Wow, and we've got a timeout by the Aztecs. They don't even know where they're supposed to be right now because they just gave. How do you leave that guy wide open?
No. Jack Daniels is a fifth-year senior for the Anteaters, and he's just a knockdown shooter. The perfect form, nice release. That's just the one man you can't let shoot that shot.
Yeah, well, his veins are blue because he's ice cold.
Absolutely. 20 seconds remaining. San Diego State trails by 5.
If I were San Diego State, I would just hold on the ball.
I just don't see this coming. They make a futile attempt at a driving layup. It falls. They only trail by 3, but now they must intentionally foul to get the clock stopped. I see UCI winning this game.
Oh, I see. Well, most of the time.
13 seconds remaining. San Diego State fouls once more on the UCI point guard, Michael Jordan Jr.
Yeah, well,
and
I don't see
this game is ticking down to its last breath.
Michael Jordan Jr. He's about to foul out.
Yeah. No, there's not a lot left.
Jack Daniels here. He's gonna get some free throw shots here in a minute.
That's not Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is number 23.
No, sorry, I was talking about what I was drinking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 8 seconds remaining, down by 3. If I'm San Diego State, I would just give up. Probably walk to the locker room, maybe hang a towel over my head.
I would go get some nachos, throw some jalapenos on there.
The concession stands are open, and I'll tell you what, the pulled brisket barbecue sandwiches, amazing.
Yeah, I'm eating like 5 of them right now.
UC Irvine knocks down both free throws to extend the lead back to 5.
Fell asleep there. I forgot. I forgot.
San Diego State calls a timeout and a pointless and utterly defeating attempt to salvage whatever aspect of their dignity and pride they have left after now losing to the 15 seed UCI Anteaters. Not only a 15 seed, but their mascot is an anteater.
Yeah, that's one of the worst mascots in the NCAA currently.
San Diego State with the last second shot, pulls it, fires it, knocks it down. 0.1 second. The game is over for your winners by 3. The UCI Anteaters of 15 seed pulls it off to send the 2 seed home. What are your thoughts?
I can't wait to watch them in the next round. They were just really fun to watch here tonight.
Let's have a moment of silence for the Pontiac game-changing performance.
Salute. We barely knew ye.
Both teams greet each other. Good game. One kid actually punched one of the Anteaters players in the larynx. I don't know where that's at or if it's a thing, but that's what Aaron Andrews reported to me.
That's nice. Well, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the games that have gone final already. We have the University of Florida advancing to play number 1 overall seed Kansas. We have Yale advancing to play Louisville. We have TBD advancing to play Bellevue. Bellevue advances in Belmont, sorry. Well, it was a good view. Belmont advances to play Virginia, who we watched play earlier. Quite a team, and who is that? Creighton? I believe it's Creighton. Creighton advances. So, here we go. We've got another game coming to you live now. No. They're still first-round games.
Well, I know, but I figured it'd just be simulated.
I mean, we can still watch the games in the first round. Here we go.
Bradley will take on your one and only team, the Seton Hall Pirates.
Seton Hall. Seton Hall, they... well, they're...
Hang on, I gotta get some shots up.
Oh, buckets. Seton Hall, their mascot's a pirate. They're all into murder, racketeering, all for profit. Pillaging, burning.
Pruning.
Pruning the hedges. Whereas Bradley, I mean, they're all about being brave. So.
And Bradley actually comes out of a Missouri Valley Conference with Wichita State at this time.
No.
Of the 2009.
Wichita State has since moved on to
video game.
No, it's not even. This is 2020.
And as we speak of 11 years into the past, let's remember the good old days. Let's have a moment of silence for Wichita State in the days of the Missouri Valley Conference.
So you're going to sing the national anthem for us now?
I thought I was under the impression that Aaron Andrews was taking up that duty.
Oh, actually, from the sideline, yeah.
And that's Aaron Andrews, as she forgot. Oh, excuse me, but the number 15 seed Davidson actually upsets the number 2 seed Florida State, led by the one and only Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry. They actually let him go back to college this year. Skills. We got 2 15 seeds advancing over 2 seeds. This tournament is loco.
Is that a question?
No, that's Spanish for crazy.
Okay. Oh, yes. So, we got a absolute perfect example of March Madness here. Upsets everywhere. You can't tell who's going to win what.
Yeah.
And here we are with Seton Hall facing Bradley. Seton takes the tip, and we are off.
Yeah, we're off like a rocket.
Yep. Cool runnings.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and basketball. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to feel good.
That's a fadeaway jumper by Seton Hall, rebounded by Bradley. And this is going to get interesting. What are our seedings here?
The Bradley Braves and the Seton Hall Pirate guys.
Seton Hall is a 3 seed. Bradley is the 14 seed. So, upsets have been common here lately. Let's see if we've got another one coming.
Absolutely. Personally, I see Seton Hall taking this one. Bradley just simply doesn't have it. The up-tempo style pace of Seton Hall, I think, will just force Bradley into submission due to fatigue and just weariness.
Yeah, once again, I think you're 100% incorrect. I don't think you've been right in the last 3 hours. So,
yeah, you're absolutely correct on that one. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep making these predictions.
Uh oh. Here we go. We got like no incentive on the offensive end here. We're just aimlessly dribbling the ball.
Absolutely terrible shot by Bradley as Seton Hall advances the ball way down the court. Skip pass to the wing, a dribble drive, looking to kick, and it is, but it's tipped. Bradley comes away with the steal.
Well said.
Bradley has it in the corner, pivoting back up to the top of the key. The center floats about up there, putting a low ball screen on the corner. A dribble drive, kick back to the top of the key. Drive by Bradley, and he can't finish at the rim.
Jeez.
Seton Hall advancing, trying to push the court on the up-tempo style offense.
Yeah.
But so far, just nothing able to fall for either teams.
Here we go. And
That is the fourth time that Seton Hall has aimlessly thrown it to the wrong team.
Wow.
Fifth time now.
Duger Stanton with another turnover. I'm pretty sure Duger needs some bench time.
Now he's been struggling early on, and I think he should be seeing the pine.
Oh, Sleazy Robinson from downtown!
Oh, bang! Sleazy knocks it down. What a shot as Coffee Black passes it on.
You know what he always says? Take it sleazy.
Or easy.
Well, we're trading threes now. It's just a 3-point party, and everybody's invited.
Absolutely, a 3-point barrage. Terrible bounce pass into the paint.
The inside.
Seton Hall can't come away with it.
Timber! Another 2 points. Oh, and how do you forget which team you're on, man? Come on.
Yeah.
Afro Jackson there.
Yeah, throwing it to the other team. It's a bold move, Cotton, but let's see if it pays off.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a great move. Oh, wow.
Bradley seems to start catching some friction here, starting to really run with it.
Yeah, that shot was incredulous.
Yeah, that's not a word, but moving forward, Bradley leaves 7-3 as they block the shot by Seton Hall. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this, and we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, Aaron Andrews.
Hey, guys, I really like the sound of the basketball when it hits the court and then bounces back to the players. That's all I've got.
Yeah, I'm not too for sure why we keep her on payroll, but she is a fantastic face to look at. Am I right?
Well, I mean, she's not uglier than your sister.
I do not have a sister.
Well, she's not uglier than her. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Seton Hall.
Oh! Seton Hall answers. Seton Hall 6, Bradley 9.
Hey, Skills, have you ever been downtown?
I've been downtown.
Well, that guy sure has.
Yeah, he's living in Splashville population, him, bro.
Yeah. We got some D.
Fence.
D.
Fence.
Are you trying to start a chant with me?
I'm just trying to finish your thought.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh,
I
step
forgot
back
where I was
pass.
going with that.
We got a dribble drive from the wing.
Oh, and we've got a foul. Oh, boy.
But
Oh, boy. Wait.
what a tough...
What was it?
The call by the ref seemed to signal a charging foul.
Boy.
A charging foul.
I was not 100% sure on that
I've
one,
seen bad calls in my life, but ladies and gentlemen, this takes the trophy.
Here we go. Skip pass to the corner. Oh, and I don't think...
A pitiful performance.
I just don't think the Pirates know which team they're playing
Drive
for
baseline
right now.
by Britt. He finds contact.
Slap it
Number
on.
13 for Seton Hall. Didgeridoo gone Guru. Fouls.
And he's African and Australian. It's weird.
Fouls. Number 13, Morgan Freeman. So we're going to see our free throws. Morgan can't knock down the first one, but he's hoping to knock down the second.
Yeah, well, that was a really bad shot. So... Well, I tell you what, sometimes free throws aren't people's strong suit. And Morgan Freeman, he couldn't buy a bucket. Oh no, Larry Bird. Larry Bird, and he just danced.
I believe it's pronounced Barry Lurd.
Oh, Barry Lurd. Oh, sorry, I'm dyslexic. All right, we just got word that the coach for the Pirates really wants the players to get the ball down the court fast and get a shot off. Instead, they just pass it to Bradley, and Bradley's the Pirates suck something awful.
Oh, yeah. Seton Hall surprisingly only down by 1. Bradley with the ball, 15 seconds remaining in the half, are looking to extend their lead here as they throw it to the correct team.
Oh, Terji Luter with a great jab step there. Oh, and he gets blocked.
Blocked, but the rebound, and he can't find it. Seton Hall's going to throw him a last Hail Mary. Bang!
Almost, but
Didn't get
no.
it. Did not get it. That was a false alarm. It looked as though it went in, but it actually didn't.
Yeah, the ball has to go through the hoop. They're not awarding points anymore for just hitting the rim.
Yeah, it actually deceived me. I actually thought that the ball had went through the hoop.
And the play of the half, he actually dribbles the ball through the defender's leg, goes up, hits the fadeaway. They call him Money because, well...
That's his last name.
Yeah, actually. His name is Bob Money.
And Bradley has yet to miss a three-pointer. I believe they're 1 for 1.
It's easy to be 100% when you only shoot one.
That Pontiac Game Change performance was brought to you by the Fly Like a G6 model of the Pontiac G6.
Yeah.
And I would encourage you all to go buy one if you can.
We've got word coming from Aaron Andrews.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Aaron.
That was Aaron Andrews. Thanks a lot. Yep.
Thank you, Aaron. Bradley comes out of the half, not able to find the post hook to fall. Seton Hall's going to need an answer here. They got to retain some type of dignity. I mean, being a 3 seed and playing a 14 seed, I mean, you have to dominate the game. You have to exert yourself and let them know, why are you a 3 seed? And as they continue...
Oh, and there is an answer.
For all you listeners out there,
yeah,
I would just like to encourage you to stay safe, stay indoors, or possibly come down to the Kansas City Sprint Center where we're hosting.
Yeah, we got a big watch party going on here.
March Madness.
Hey, and also, smoke marijuana or something.
Yeah.
Eat some Funyuns.
We do encourage that, as it is rumored to have killed the COVID virus.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm saying that. Oh, from downtown.
Oh! Seton Hall takes a commanding 13-11 lead.
Yeah. That was exciting. Tell you what, Seton Hall is more looking like beating y'all right now.
You know, in this day and age, 2020, we see a lot more three-pointers fired up per game than we did even just 15, 20 years ago. But it's interesting, in this tournament thus far, there have not been that many three-pointers.
Yeah, it seems like the players finally realized that 3 points is worth more than 2.
Right you are. As Seton Hall...
Seton Hall showing some dominance, putting the foot on the throat.
Absolutely. Bradley looking to come back and answer here, but I just don't know what they have in them. Mainly because I'm actually a business person myself. I don't study human anatomy, but
I studied it once. Turnover. T-O-B-O. That guy.
And another
is
turnover.
Wow.
Seton Hall decides to throw it to the man in red. Oh, boy, this game is getting out of hand.
Tell you what. You're right.
Oh, got him to jump and knocks down the pretty shot. That right there, that is pretty post work. If you'll excuse me real quick, Thrill, I think we're going to send it down to Aaron Andrews.
Hey, guys. This game is really fun to watch, and I really like basketball, but I also like football, too. And these teams are really good. That's all I've got.
Hey, idiot, get out of the camera.
Oh, we're back to Aaron Andrews.
Also, this is a tie ball game, and both teams have a chance to win. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Aaron. That's always good to hear from you down at the sideline. And I walk right through the camera.
Some idiot was trying to protest. I don't really know what happened. Oh, and here we go. Ball going back the other way. Yeah, well, we're taking this seriously. So far, 9 turnovers. 9 turnovers. For Seton Hall. And Bradley has taken the lead because of it, so.
With a minute and a half remaining, as Aaron said, this truly is anyone's ball game. Bang! He didn't hit it. Bradley will come down to the other end of the court. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking this outcome is going to look like, Will?
Well, I think that Bradley's going to maybe possibly do another upset here, especially if Seton Hall keeps passing the ball to the wrong freaking team.
Yeah, I am a firm believer in the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, I like big numbers. On the paycheck.
Rejected at the rim by Bradley. Bradley is starting to take control here with 40 seconds left, up by 4. It's looking tough for Seton Hall.
Yeah, do you not like your life or something? Because that was just abysmal.
It was abysmal. 30 seconds left. Seton Hall is not fouling, down by 4. I mean,
they finally say, hey.
They heard me talking. I actually
slap at the baby.
I actually went over the intercom when I said that. The entire arena heard me. But Seton Hall will now pointlessly foul.
Yeah.
As they grip and gripe and reach for their last breath of surviving this tournament stretch, which is not going to happen. Bradley's killed it. Bradley has put the gun to the head and pulled the trigger. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. 20 seconds remaining, down by 4.
Oh, what were you saying? Sorry, I was texting my ex-girlfriend.
We were just talking about how flapjacks.
Hold on a second. I'm just finishing up the text. I tell you, there's nothing more boring than the end of the game when they just won't quit fouling.
They got
throws
that
a
turnover.
Oh, wow, what a moron.
The guy landed out of bounds, but the refs will grant him the timeout.
Well, we cannot afford the best refs right now because the really smart ones are staying home and not getting the virus. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we do not recommend you being here, but if you go to www.tickethub.com, ticket prices actually have fallen to under $20 a pop.
Yeah, I think they're down to like 75 cents a ticket right now.
Actually,
these morons are all going to die, but hey, they're going to have fun while they're doing it.
Oh, man. Hey. There we go. 13 seconds remaining. Bradley up by 4. This game's looking to be over. I think the 14 seed has sealed its fate into the round of 32.
I tell you what, upsets galore.
And with 2 seconds remaining, Seton Hall is still fouling.
Yeah, I don't think that they realize that you have to have more points than the other team to win the game. That's the ballgame,
and
folks.
Praise the Lord, the refs don't call the final foul.
Yeah.
Bradley takes it home. The 14 seed pulling yet another upset. Ladies and gentlemen, it is truly March Madness. And here's your Pontiac game-changing performance.
Oh, I can't wait to watch this. Oh, the pass through the legs. Oh, he was born to be a celebrity. Seton Hall looks dejected for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Do you know why?
I think it could possibly be to the fact that they lost, but I also know from a phone call I just got off of with their president that the plane had crashed coming to pick them up. No injured, no casualties, but the plane just was sent to the ground, to the floor, burning in a giant heap of melting rubber and metals as such. And yeah. Okay, literally the most pointless thing I've ever done in my entire life. I am starving. Let's just commentate the championship. So I was like, hey, it's us. Just push the start button. Are you stupid? Wait, can you can still Who ever watches this, they have too much time on their hands.
If you become so bored with your life and being in isolation, coronavirus, all that good stuff, then you will know that you are watching two guys talk about make-believe NCAA tournament.
And there is Becky the Bird.
Becky the Bird is here, I believe.
Representing Florida. And
I believe it's an alligator.
Oh, I'm sorry. So here's Alice the Alligator representing Kansas. And we have Becky the Bird on the other end representing Florida. So moving forward, that'll limit any type of confusion. But, looking at the number 1 overall Kansas and then seeing Florida, there's a lot of orange in the crowd. really, really pulling for this upset for the Florida Gators.
Oh, yeah. Not me. I'm rooting for the Hawks. Here we go.
Yeah, so both teams want to know, obviously, coming into the round of 32. Kansas, obviously, the absolute favorite. Florida, the upset choice. If you have money to put, I would put it on Florida because it is notorious and known worldwide that Kansas will and always does lose this game.
Wow. Yeah, well, I mean, it's an alligator versus a make-believe bird, so there you go.
You can't defeat what is not real.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with you live in the round of 32. We have your number 1 Kansas Jayhawks taking on your number 9 Florida Gators.
Gators. Kansas controls the tip. Oh, man. That's some moves right there. Here we go. Here we go.
Beautiful pump fake
work.
work.
Man, I tell you what, I've been faked out of my shorts twice already.
Not one. Not two. He fires it up after about 16 pump fakes, and he finds the bottom of the net.
Kansas takes an early 2-0 lead, and I think that's enough to win.
Yeah, I can't see Florida scoring in this game much at all, if any. I expect Kansas to win by a high score of about 17-3.
Yeah, that's incredibly high for this type of tournament action you're seeing here.
So as we're watching now, you see Florida taking it down, looking for a pathetic shot. As the shot clock winds down, takes a horrid quality shot. Kansas controls the board and heads down the other end.
Yeah, if I were them, I would just I would try and score a basket right now. Got the handoff. Here we go. And
beautiful pass by Kansas right to the Florida opponent, and he lays up the fast break lay-in.
Well, there goes the shutout.
There goes the shutout is right. So moving forward, we see Kansas really hoping to pull this one out. They're known to choke hard. But we're just really not hoping for that. But like I said, if you have your bet money, all in on Florida. Point guard driving, kicks to Perry Ellis Jr., who is only a couple years trailing his father, Perry Ellis Sr., who graduated.
Oh, in a block. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad Perry Ellis Jr. is here. It's only his 7th year at Kansas, so great
everyone
addition to
knows
the
the
team.
longtime Kansas legend Perry Ellis Sr., who, of course, graduated in the light of 2018, I believe.
Well,
he was at Kansas from a span of 2007 to 2018, I believe, an 11-year career.
it was a really great 11-year career, though.
It was.
Zebra Eliston just turns the ball over. That was a terrible pass.
Kansas, actually, Perry Ellis spins, drives, kicks, passes it.
Oh, nice.
Power
Nice.
dribble.
Oh. He rebounds his own miss and then says, let me throw it up in your 5 guys' face and see if I can hit this one. And
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I used
He
to
did.
spit in 5-gallon buckets, but now I just prefer the cap.
Oh, man.
Bang!
Oh!
Down goes Goliath.
Yeah,
Kansas trails
well.
by 1.
Next time, try and play a little defense, I think.
Yeah, always recommended.
Yeah, if I'm the coach for Florida, I'd say, hey, keep shooting threes, guy. You were money. Let's take it to Aaron Andrews for a sideline report.
Hey guys, both teams are trying to score as many points as possible before this game is over. I don't know which one can do it better, but I sure hope it's the team that has one of those cool colors on it. Back to you.
Thank you, Aaron. Your infamous sideline reports. As it's tipped and stolen by Kansas, we're going to see a fast break slam here by Duder.
Oh, and he sure threw that ball down with some thunder and
Yeah.
lightning and everything exciting.
Duder sure done did it. I'll tell you
I
what.
tell you what. I mean, he looked really sexy when he did it too.
Yep, I don't know if that's legal.
Well, is that what you're into?
Is the
Well,
Good behind the back crossover, great space, fadeaway jumper, can't get it to fall.
That shot was uglier than my mother's stepsister.
That would be you.
I said stepsister. I'm a man.
Never know these days.
That's true. Looked like
Point
they had a
guard
nice cut to the basket
seems
there.
to be stuck at the point. Double dribbles,
yep.
actually.
Well, I think the ball may have got tapped out. Who knows? The ref didn't call it, so it didn't happen. Oh, boy. Thought something cool was going to happen there, and then guess what?
Oh, another turnover by Florida. Kansas taking the ball
Florida
down.
is just trying to give this basketball game away.
I'll tell you what. Squirrels don't always climb trees, but when they do, they like the oak.
I don't know what that means, but I like it. Here we go to backdoor cut. Oh, and
20 seconds remaining in this half. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kansas is going to need to get a shot off, and they do, but he can't find it to fall. Florida will have the last shot and the last look in this half.
He drew a lot of rim there, and not the good part.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Drawing iron isn't like drawing lottery tickets.
Well, I can't draw, so I don't know.
And that's the halfway,
Oh,
gentlemen.
boy, we've got a one-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Kansas does lead by a high score of 8-7, up by 1 against year number 9, Florida Gators.
Aaron, we're going to watch the play of the half, brought to you by your mother's sister's daughter's best friend, Judith McGutry. We're really having to try hard to get sponsors here today. You know, a lot of players are playing really crappy tonight, but one player is playing exceptionally well, and that's Sleazebon Hardenshank. I'll tell you what, he's made every three he's thrown up tonight.
Yeah. Now known as Alfie.
What? What?
Yeah, legally had his name changed.
Oh, I was not aware.
So to kick off the second half, Florida has possession, down by 1, and we sure do have a haystack fight in the meadows today, don't we?
I tell you what, if these were two best friends they'd be beating the crap out of each other for the ugliest girl on the playground. But hey, you know what? They're still doing it. Uh-oh. And wow, that was Brick City population hymns.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, what are you building, a safe?
Not very well. He's not German.
Neither am I.
Oh.
Wow, and they called the charge.
Called
the charge.
Not really sure if any contact happened there.
You know, and I heard that ref actually used to live with his brother-in-law's niece.
So he's from Florida? Is that what you're trying to say?
No comment.
Oh, yeah. That would make more sense as to why that call got made, but yeah, I get you.
Florida looking to make something happen here. Down by 1, they need a bucket.
Oh, here we go. The pressure worked, and the turnover happens. Kansas with the basketball. They get a chance to redeem themselves from that turnover they had earlier with the charge.
Yeah. They need something to happen. Extend the lead, you know. But, you know, Cowboys are sure shooters, but I just don't know about my grandma.
And blocked shot. I didn't know if there was any contact there, but the refs sure saw a shellacking.
There was about much contact there as a Catholic priest at confession.
I thought you were going to say at a boarding school, but hey, let's not even talk about that. First free throw is good for who's that again? Who's that freaking guy?
Oh, that is Beazle by Hosenthoff.
But I tell you what, there's a lot of foreigners in the NCAA these days. Oh, and here we go. More pressure from Kansas. They're really trying to ratchet up this defense.
Oh, and a steal by Captain Morgan.
Working. We've got... Thought that was going to be way more exciting. That was
a beautiful...
It was a layup.
A vanilla-licious, a sexy-licious, a beakalicious lay-in.
About beakalicious. What? The Jayhawks score again. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely.
The Gators look like they're hesitant to chomp right now. And
they haven't scored yet this half. And
I tell you what, they're being beaked right now.
I just can't see it happening.
They are being beaked.
I don't always say this, but they're losing.
You say that every time you say it, though.
You got me again.
And we've got a rebound. The Jayhawks.
Can you define a rebound for our listeners out there that may not know what a rebound is?
Well, sometimes a shot happens. When a shot happens and it is not made, the ball does something that it goes to a player, and that player is then credited with a rebound.
I believe, you know how it's pronounced in French? I know we have a lot of French viewers.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
In French, I believe rebound is how it's actually.
Rebound.
Rebound.
Well, that sounds way more realistic than something different than that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I took a 30-second French course in my 8th grade year of high school.
I've done a lot of French kissing.
Yeah, no, it's basically the same thing I've heard.
Oh. Well. Then. Oh, and things are happening with the basketball.
Just ran with it. Kansas player actually took the ball and ran. There was no travel called, but we will continue playing. 2.5 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen, in this contest.
Kansas
Stop talking. Kansas has 14 points. Florida with 7. There's 20 seconds left on the shot clock, and we are in it to win it. What were you saying, Will?
I was going to say, at some point, Kansas increased the lead by 2 times of what Florida has scored so far until that guy just ripped the rim down like Donkey Kong playing with some barrels.
Yeah, we have a name for that. It's actually in Italian pronounced Islimio e Donkio.
That sounds stupid.
Proper pronunciation.
Oh, wow. That shot was unathletic, and he looked actually kind of physically challenged going up for that one, but he still makes the bucket.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because actually he is, and he's actually the first mentally challenged collegiate player to see more than 30 minutes a game.
Well, that's crazy since we only play about 6-minute halves. But my math was never my strong suit, so
no, it's not. Actually, you multiply the minutes.
Yeah, I multiplied your mom.
My mother's a saint. I wish you'd keep her out of this.
You're right. Turnover.
We're
Oh,
looking
behind the
flashy
back.
behind the back, a pass, and the beautiful lay-in.
Needless dribble move that just seemed to waste time and almost cost him the possession.
Ladies and gentlemen, you might have doubted me. You might have speculated on my prediction, but here it is. Kansas is and will choke this game away to win you your millions. Just stay tuned.
They are in trouble with a capital trib.
Yep. Absolutely, I agree. I'm about to make a lot of money.
Oh,
off this
that
shot.
shot was terrible.
Bang!
Bang goes the shotgun. Bang goes the
downtown.
shotgun. Kansas, their crowd always represents. They are louder than the Dickens right now.
Who are the Dickens? Can you?
Well, it's
expound?
a family from. Actually, it's a family from over across the way. They're called. Their actually last name is the Dickens. The Dickens.
Yes.
It's actually
yes.
Thedikins. The Dickens.
Yeah, I know
And,
exactly who you're talking about. Related to the Fosters.
Yes, they are actually 3 times removed on their step cousin side. Another bucket there for the Jayhawks, and we're going to have a Big J slide there. That was probably better than more athletic than half the players on the court right now.
Yeah, and we haven't heard from her in a while. We want to, keep you in tune with our players, our coaches, what's going on in the game, not only in the booth here with me and Will. We're going to sit down to Aaron Andrews, the sideline report.
Hey guys, I just talked to, I don't know, I thought it was the coach, but I guess he's actually the janitor. He said he doesn't really care who wins. He just hopes the game is over really soon so that he can clean up and go home tonight. Thank you.
And thank you, Aaron. Beautiful sideline report. The janitor does not care, but we sure don't either, as Florida scores another lay-in.
Yeah, I mean, really, I want some of those freaking nachos.
I just want to be paid. I don't.
Well, we're at a foul time here, which it happens pretty regularly. Both teams, they just aren't good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this year could be rough.
Yeah, Rock Chalk who?
Gator Hawk, I think. I don't.
That would be interesting to see. An alligator with the body of a jayhawk. Could you imagine a bird that could fly that had the head of an alligator?
I actually have a disease, and I am not able to imagine. So, no, I can't.
I have a disease, too. And the only way it can be cured is what the doctors told me is if I can get your number.
I think you have my number. You called me earlier asking where the door was.
Can I get your number?
No. You already have it. You already have it.
I already have it?
Yes.
So if I text you later?
You texted me like 5 minutes ago.
So, okay. All right. Love you. Bye.
That was weird. But, well, we've got a senior shooting some free throws. I mean, he's got a really stupid French-looking mustache.
Yeah, it looks a lot like Roy off The Office.
Yeah, like a real skinny Roy from The Office. Well, I think at this point, the Jayhawks are going to pull this game out.
Unless he misses this. If he misses this, the game is over. Florida's winning.
Oh, and there we go. We've got a 6-point ball game, another needless timeout. I wish somebody would just slap that coach in the face and say, no, we're not going to take all the timeouts plus a couple. But the coach is going to do it anyways.
Plus a couple.
Yeah.
They were actually granted 6 extra timeouts this evening due to the coronavirus outbreak, and that way they could effectively inject their players with steroids.
They cut the minutes down to 6 minutes per half, but then they allotted, I think, a total of 47 timeouts for each team during the game. So there's a lot of stoppage in play.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are no foul outs, ladies and gentlemen, so it could get into a blood brawl here in a while, but we could only hope.
Jose Cuervo over there on the sideline, he just punched the guy in the face.
5 seconds remaining. Florida lets it fly.
Florida's just dribbling the clock out.
Is this actually happening? With 1 second remaining, down by 6. What feels like 600.
So Florida had the ball with 17 seconds left. They just dribble the clock down to almost nothing, shoot a shot, miss it, and then foul the rebounder with only 1 second left on the clock. I've seen stupid before, but boy, that's just ignorant.
No, yeah, and their coach, Urban Myers, really has never had much inclined to basketball strategy.
Well, he just put Tim Tebow back in the game. Which he's back at Florida now.
And that's it.
And
That's all.
No, that's all she wrote.
Kansas
That's all
is
she
your
wrote.
first bid into the Sweet 16. How do you feel about that, Will?
Well, my Sweet 16 was a really crappy party because my parents wouldn't buy me anything. Plus, they didn't actually throw me a party, so I don't really care about the Sweet 16.
Yeah, my parents didn't come to my birth either.
So your parents hated you
Yep.
as a child.
Yep. That's actual.
But I tell you what, that shot that just happened in the replay was physics defying, to say the least, but it went in nonetheless. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for our broadcast of the NCAA. Oh, wow, that was just fantastic. Tell you what, they're stupid, and then there's me.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for tuning in. It is until next time that we meet that we may finish the bracket and you may enjoy your 2020 March Madness.
Yeah, I tell you what, I can't wait.
We're signing off. We're signing off.
I can't. Hold on a second. Hold on. No, you saw. Oh. Dang it. Hold on a second.
No one will ever watch this. The only people that will will ever watch this is the two commentators that have sat here for the past 3 hours.
We're gonna probably watch it and pee ourselves. Oh, wow! Hey, somebody else has punched their ticket. Louisville, Providence, West Virginia.
Excuse me, I had a small stroke. I believe it's pronounced Louisville.
Oh. All right, so anyways, that was the 2020 NCAA tournament. T-Skills over there, Thrills sitting here, and Aaron Andrews. God, shut her up, somebody. Shut her up.
Aaron, get out. Go.
Get
out of here.
I literally think I get dumber every time she says something. You think she actually knows how basketball works?
Yeah, no, she definitely does. I think she just chooses to not to.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow when we continue with the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Excuse me.